Good morning. That was an amazing video from our own team, and our own presenter was there. Now, I'm here to speak in respect of benchmarks and audits, and I will take only 1 minute in view of the time which is so much spent. Now, audits and benchmarks, they are aimed at achieving, helping us achieve the set goals, and are trying to track ourselves against what we have set. Many times, we do not look at it from that viewpoint. We think it is just a checklist of items which are supposed to be done and just achieve them. But it is actually supposed to be a very constructive engagement where we are able to identify the areas of growth and see how we can achieve them against certain set timelines. So if you look at it that way, then we're able to achieve the intentions of the same. Now, I was telling the members who were here yesterday, because we had the leaders forum, and I was saying them that in the other world, we usually look at auditors not in a very good way. And I was saying that they're usually not very loved, because we see them as people who are just coming to point out mistakes and taking them straight to the board, because they are usually independent body. Now, but it's because of how the viewpoint, the perspective that we look them from, and that is not actually it. The approach of audit, it should be an open mind, which is supposed to foster a culture of transparency and continuous improvement, CI. If you look at it that way, then we are going to achieve the objectives. And more so in a church setup where we are in, which is where people are actually doing this in a voluntary kind of a basis, we need to be even more intentional, so that as we are working towards achieving the objectives that we have set, then we introduce a sense of accountability. And we all are supposed to see what exactly you're doing. Now, benchmarks are not only on the other areas of growth, structure and all that, but also spiritual. We need to see if we have set benchmarks to achieve this kind of a thing spiritually in the near future, then have we achieved it, and what are we doing about it? So I would want us to look at it from that angle, and from that, therefore, there is a benchmarks and audit which is set by the presbytery on the 2nd of November, less than a month's time. And this we are supposed to prepare very well, so that we are ready and we have our documents in place so that we can achieve that. I am cautious to say that this is not just about checking and all that, but self-evaluation if we are actually achieving the objectives which are set. Now, for us to be able to be successful in that, we need to do our own internal benchmarking. We have had a couple of sessions that we've set previously, but it was not very successful. Let me just say that because members were not very much available. And those who are available then, they were not presenting the entire documentation because probably one of the members of the committee were not present. So yesterday I promised that we shall set another date. We already passed the deadline. The deadline was supposed to be end of last month. But now we have given grace, we extended grace. We shall have another benchmark forum on Saturday, this coming Saturday, that is 12th of October from 8 a.m. We have 9 groups and 12 districts which have not been evaluated. So we are calling upon those, because they know themselves, I will not mention the names, that you present yourselves on that day from 8 a.m. And those which have special arrangements, I know like the choir has a special arrangement. You just come at the day that you have set, and we do this together. Please ensure that you send the respective leaders of the groups. That is the chairman, treasurer, and the secretary, so that it becomes more successful. So I wish us all the very best, even as we look forward to a very fruitful week. God bless you all.
Thank you, Elder Paul.